Chill, what's cracking? What's really happening? I get this off the screen. Put this off the screen. Oh, there we go. There we go. Chill. Y'all in here with your boy Lil Mike, man. What's happening? What's really going on out there, man? What's happening with your world? Told you gonna see me again. I told you. You know, what's happening? What's happening, man? Hey, man. Hey, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, man. We're gonna jump it off with some. Let's talk about it, man. We're going forward with the motion. You feel me? You hear me, man? And that's how we doing it right here, right now on the CHEAAA podcast, man. Live stream and more, you know. And we're gonna kick this thing off like a hybrid channel, man. I'm gonna let y'all know today some things we plan on doing, sitting down, some people we plan on sitting down with. We might have a couple guest appearances pop in, you know. You never know right here on the CHEAAA live stream, you know what I'm saying? But what's going on with y'all out there, man? Now it's supposed to be unreleased music right here, man. This is from some guys from the city, Rambo, Main RG. He might step in here in a minute, you know, and we're gonna kick it off with some of their jams real quick, man. We're gonna kick it off with one of these songs. Let's speak. Come on, get on up in here, man.
What's up with it, man? I like this beat. Hey, what's up, man? It's yours. Let's get it, kids. It's yours. It's yours. It don't matter what you want, what you need. Let me know. I promise it's on me. The only thing that I want is to see, can you grow, baby, just show me. And you feel free to lose control, and don't go, man, it's just the way it goes. Yeah, we're young, yeah. But get this spin, though. Don't get this spin, though.
Up in here.
And let the wind blow. Don't let the wind blow. We can go around the world. You're down to go, girl. If so, girl, let's hit the road, girl. If you want the world, you can get it, baby, get it, baby. So you can get it, baby. If you want the world, you can get it, baby, get it, baby. Yeah, so you can get it, baby. It's yours.
Main RG.
It's yours. It's yours. It's yours.
Hey, look, baby, if you like it, know I like that too. I just wanna see the shit that you can do. Moving how the way my little wife it move. Run around town, I got a liking you. Fucking suck me like I like that. You get to riding me just like you on a bike bag. And I don't give a damn, you know I'm just like that. And if I got $1, baby, it's yours. Everybody know that I've been indoor. I've been smoking weed like it's been indoor. And I'm known to sell it just like 10-4. I can take the pain, baby, indoor. If you like it, then I like that too. Everybody know the way that you can move. How I give it to you. Everybody
Chill.
know that it's in school.
If you want the world, you can get it, baby, get it, baby.
Let me know if you can hear me out there, man.
If you want the world, you can get it, baby, get it, baby. Yeah, you can
Trying to get a couple more people in, man. We jamming out to Rambo and Main RG right now, man.
It's yours. It's yours.
Funky Town natives right there, man. I'm gonna give it to you one more time. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, man. Tune in, man. We're gonna be talking about everything right here, man. Everything right here, man, on the CHEAAA podcast, man. Coming straight out of Fort Worth, Texas, man. Hey, who do it the best? Murder Word, Funky Time. Stand up, man. For real, man. Y'all come on up in here and support your boy, man. I'm trying to give you content live from the little mic, man. Y'all right here. Chill. I got a nice beat to that thing too. It's a limit to what kind of music and how much music you can play on here to keep your channel. You know, we just kicking it off, so we trying to keep everything unreleased, uncopyrighted. You know, we trying to keep it all on the up and up to start off with. You know what I'm saying? And we can start getting into some real stuff as we grow. You feel me? And if you haven't, go check out that Earl Stevenson wine tasting video that just dropped a few days ago. A Mother's Day special I put out just for y'all, man. I'm tasting it. I'm Earl versus Earl, you know. First time, you know, we had that Snoop Dogg and Earl Stevenson red wine going up against each other, you know, all types of good looks on that. You get what I'm saying? So now we got that Earl Stevens versus Earl Stevens, which is the white wine. And like I say in the video, man, it's low on price. You ain't gotta worry about breaking the bank to go get it. It's 18% alcohol in it, so it's gonna have you tipsy off the first couple of sips. You know what I'm saying? So man, y'all go check out that video. I'm giving it to you right there on the CHEAAA podcast, man. And you know, it's gonna be more to come, man. We're gonna get on that pit this weekend though. We're gonna get on that pit. We're gonna fire it up. I don't know what I'm gonna cook for you. We might do some ribs, spare ribs. We might do some T-bone steak. Man, we might even do a brisket. You from Texas, man. You gotta love that brisket, man. You know, ain't nothing better than that big juicy brisket, you know, lean side, you know. I don't want that fat back, you know, they got that fat back. My mama like that fat back, but I want to do that lean, man, that lean and clean on that pit, on that smoker. We gonna smoke it for the hours. I'm gonna let y'all see my seasoning sauce I put on there. Let y'all see my temp. Let y'all see how we really get down with it, man. You know, we might throw some baked beans on there. Show you my special baked beans. I almost gave you the recipe, but I can't do it right now. Tune in this weekend if you want to see some delicious eats on the CHEAAA channel, man. And it's gonna be amazing, man. We're gonna turn it up. We're gonna be doing some tacos, fajitas, some chicken tacos with the cilantro. I'm gonna show you how I make my green sauce. It's gonna blow your mind, man. It's gonna really blow your mind, man. Hey, man, don't forget to hit that like button, man. So I'm gonna give y'all one more. I'm gonna give y'all that one again. Case you didn't hear it that time. And this Texas made G's too, man. This guy Rambo, my kinfolk, you know, he been out there in these streets putting in the groundwork for a long time, behind the scenes, making beats, putting out dope music, features with Crazy Bone, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you can't miss this guy when it comes to creating a sound. So if you want that sound, that real harmony, that real down to earth flow, man, check out that boy Rambo, Lil B, Texas Made G's, Main RG. He's putting it down on the track, you know what I'm saying? And it's really going down like that, man. I'm gonna play that one more time. One more time. We might have, let's see. We might have another one. I'm gonna play that one. I'm gonna play that one. You know? Okay, there we go. Kicked in.
What's up with it, man? I like this beat.
Like I say, we testing, man. We getting started. I don't know how this mic sound. So if you're in the comments, let me know if you can hear me talking. Let me know if you can hear this dope track from Rambo and Main RG, man. It's yours. That's the name of it.
What you need, let me know. I promise it's on me. The only thing that I want is
And go get y'all that merch, man.
baby, just show me.
For sure. Chill, chill.
And don't go, man. It's just the way you go. Yeah, we're young, man. But get this spin, dog. Don't get this spin, dog. And let the wind blow. Don't let the wind blow.
And we got the roadcaster coming too, man. For them sound effects. Bow, 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 bow. You know.
Let's hit the road, girl. If you want the world, you can get it, baby. Get it, baby. So you can get it, baby. If you want the world, you can get
And happy late Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers out there, man.
Main RG. Hey, look, baby, if you like it, know I like that too. I just wanna see the shit that you can do. Moving how the way my little wife it move. Run around town, I got a like in you. Fucking suck me like I like that. You get to riding me just like you on a bike deck. And I don't give a damn, you know I'm just like that. And if I got $1, baby, it's yours. Everybody know that I've been indoors. I've been smoking weed like it's been indoor. And I'm known to sell it just like 10-4. I can take the pain, baby, indoor. If you like it, then I like that too. Everybody know the way that you can move. How I give it to you. Everybody know that it's been chopped and screwed.
If you want the world, you can get it, baby. Get it, baby. So you can get it, baby. And if you want the world, you can get it, baby. Get it, baby. Yeah, so you can get it, baby. It's just, it's just, it's
That's when we need the sound effects right there. I would just lit it up right there, man. I would just lit it up. All right, man. Chill. Say, man. I've been sitting back watching the news, checking it out. Checking it out. Checking it out. You know what I'm talking about? Like Martin, you know what I'm saying? And I've been kicking back, checking it out. And I wanted to show y'all something on this video, man. I seen come across the screen where this teacher whooped the student, literally put hands on the kid from calling them the N-word, man. I was lost, you know, cause of course the teachers in the school go through a lot of stuff just putting up with our kids. So first of all, I want to salute all the teachers out there, all the teachers that do a wonderful job taking care of these bad kids while we at work, doing what we have to do, you know, to put food on the table and provide for the family. You know, so these teachers deserve a big pay raise. They deserve the utmost respect. You know, shout out to the teachers, man. You know what I'm saying? Because without them, I don't know what my kids would do. You know what I'm saying? Cause you come to me with that at the kitchen table about doing some homework and stuff, but I'm just as lost as you. And plus, it's not the same when we was in school. I know my daughter had some math that wasn't called math. Some stuff that just foreign to my brain. So you gotta look. If you ask me, I can go in there and attempt and try, but you know, that's what teachers do, man. And they do a good job at doing it. I think so. The ones that do right by the book, you know what I'm saying. But in this situation, we have a substitute teacher that came in, and I look over all the incidents at school where there's involving a student and a teacher, And a lot of these incidents be with substitute teachers, man. I don't know what's the deal with the substitute teacher. Well, how the substitute teacher come in there and just like, you know what I'm saying, I'll always have the worst experience, you know, but that's how that's how that's how I normally go, you know. So we're gonna get into this video and see what y'all think and make out of this. I don't think we're getting no strike or anything for it because it is on YouTube. We're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. We're gonna bring it up. Straight. Yeah, let y'all get it, man. Let's see. Oh shit, he black.
Are getting the first look now at a substitute teacher arrested after a fist fight with a high schooler. It was all caught on video. This is 27-year-old Recon Smith, now out of jail. In fact, we first brought you this video yesterday. Now some accusations that the student used racial slurs starting the fight. The question remains, who is in the wrong? 8 News Now reporter Ryan Matthey explains from court.
Well, the fight in that video resulted in the substitute teacher losing his job, a ban from teaching in the district, and a bail amount of $9,000. Sources indicate to 8 News Now, though, that the student in this fight was also arrested after allegedly making racially charged comments before the first punch. 27-year-old Raquan Smith waved to family he'd soon reunite with. Roughly a day after this video showing him hitting a student to the ground and continuing to fight until other students separated them. This at Valley High School in the East Valley, where school district police confirm he was a substitute teacher at since November. Sources tell 8 News Now that the student's use of the N-word fueled the flames of the fight.
And this seems to be sort of a unique situation.
But bail was dropped and Smith was set free on Friday. The judge citing a lacking criminal history and deeming no flight risk.
If it had not been the teacher who was in this altercation, it would have been another student.
Khalif Fox Miller is president of the Nevada PTA, who's not yet pointing the finger at either side.
Does it make any difference that this was a substitute teacher involved?
I think it makes a difference in the training.
Her concern is not enough de-escalation training amongst educators for situations like this with educators that have only a handful of teaching experience.
Hold on, man. I'm gonna pause it right there. I'm gonna pause it. Hold on, we're gonna go back. I'm gonna pause it right there, man. Hold on, we're gonna go back. Hold on. We're gonna pause it right there. Hey, man, this teacher was squabbling, throwing hands like if he was trying to get out of a club fight against a student, man. He was throwing hands, haymakers, like, you know, hey, this is it right here. This is it right here. I don't know. Let's play it a little bit, my man. Let's go.
With educators that have only a handful of teaching experience.
Pause it right there. Now, the person you see on the ground, you would assume this is a big student brawl. You would think that that's a student down there that's catching the bad side of soles and Nike prints and, you know, getting stumped out, basically. You know, you would think that that's a student down there. We played this video.
This just the most recent altercation caught on camera between adult and student on or near a CCSD campus.
This is not just the school problem, it's all of our problem. I think we all feel a little bit of failure from this.
Sources indicate that the student is
Watch that. So, do that explains why this teacher was throwing blows like that at this kid? Is because he didn't want to end up being the one getting stomped out? Is the teacher in the right or is the teacher in the wrong from fighting this student in the hallway, allegedly of being called the N-word, or, you know, however it took out, how would you handle this if this your kid, man? If this your kid at the house, come home, or the police give you a phone call and say, hey, man, you gotta come bail your kid out of jail because he used racial slurs towards a teacher and the teacher knocked him out. Do you say, oh, no, that's wrong, we don't do nothing racial, we don't support that, we don't do nothing racial, we don't, or do you say, why in the heck this teacher, grown man, put his hands on my kid? Remember, the teachers had to deal with something that parents don't have to deal with. The behavior that these kids do at school is not the same behavior they do at home. Do that, give him right to punch on the stoop. And he's a substitute. So they coming in, probably don't want to be there. Just doing their job, stepping in. They coming in, the kids don't know them. They not being respected as the regular teacher, if the regular teacher is being respected. You know, I don't know.
Covering at a local hospital,
See
and
what
that his
happened, though.
proceedings will go through the juvenile court system rather than the adult system. That is why we are unable to report his identity as of now. Reporting from the Regional Justice Center, Ryan Matthew, 8 News Now.
Smith's family and his attorney declined to comment. He is due back in court in 1 month's time on the condition he does not return to Valley High School or make contact with the involved student. We are getting the first look now at a substitute teacher arrested.
So this thing been going all over the internet. Evidently, at the end of the day, you're an adult. It's a student. It's a child. My personal opinions, I feel like he could have did something different than, you know what I'm saying, throw them haymakers on him like that. He might have could have handled it different. He could have, who's to say, if the student swung on him first. If you swing on me first, 16-year-old, you know, that can be a crucial blow that leads to you being knocked out or stomped out in the parking lot like that one teacher was, you know. Just real talk, man. Just, I don't know. So was he defending himself and it's only one way he knew how to fight was hard? It's not funny that the kid got put to sleep like that, man. What is funny is that that teacher was fighting for his life, as it appears in the video, you know. Of course, he was brought up on charges, as you see, man. I hope everything go well in this case for both sides, the student and the teacher, man. And hopefully we can get some kind of understanding between the students and substitute teachers, knowing the importance of them being there, and this can stop, because it's kind of like an ongoing thing. Should you get these probably like 5 a year, man, and you know, some got to change in there, some got to break. But one thing I do know, when you're facing jail time, you'll reconsider and you'll think about what you're doing. And that's the word, man. That's the word of the day. You gotta stop and you gotta think about your actions at all times. You gotta stop. You gotta pay attention to what you're doing, especially as an adult and coming in and being in school with these kids. You know, let's see what we got.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yo, we got that boy Maynard G up in here. Chill.
Chill.
It looked like
update me. What we talking about?
Look like your camera turned upside down or to the side.
Oh, let me try to
be rotated.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, I'm doing some crazy
man.
stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I say so. Update me. Let me know what we talking about on here, man.
Man, I was just playing some Rambo and Maynard G, It's Yours on here. So we let the viewers hear a little bit of that there, you know what I'm saying? That's how we kicked
Yes,
it
sir.
off, man. But right now, man, we talking about this teacher that punched on this kid in the hallway because he used the N-word. He called him, he called him a
He
nigga.
punched on him.
He punched on him, man. I'm gonna play the video for you and let you check it out.
Yeah, catch me up, man. Let me see.
Arrested after a fist fight with a high schooler. It was all caught on video. This is 27-year-old Recon Smith, now out of jail. In fact, we first brought you this video yesterday.
Now some accusations that the student used racial slurs starting the fight. The question remains, who is in the wrong?
8 News Now reporter Ryan Matthey explains from court.
Well, the fight in that video resulted in the...
It looked like he slapped him by 2 times after he was asleep on the ground too, man.
Like he kept whooping
job,
the little nigga
from teaching in the district, and a bail amount of $9,000. Sources indicate to 8 News Now, though, that the student in this fight was also arrested after allegedly making racially charged comments before the first punch. 27-year-old Raquan Smith waved to family he'd soon reunite with. Roughly a day after this video showing him hitting a student to the ground and continuing to fight until other students...
He was punching on him. I don't know.
He squared up
separated
with
them. This at Valley...
The student.
The teacher squared up with the student.
Yeah. But did the student square up with him first? Or did the student swing on him first? I wonder how did that go?
Does it matter?
Valley, where school district police confirmed he was a substitute teacher at since November. Sources tell 8 News Now that the student's use of the N-word fueled the flames of the fight.
This seems to be sort of a unique situation.
But bail was dropped and Smith was set free on Friday. The judge citing a lacking criminal history.
But I want you to check this out, though,
If it
and
had
see
not
do this
been the
justify
teacher who was in this
what
altercation.
come up next. I want you to check this out and see do this justify. I'm gonna play it for you.
It would have been another student.
Khalif Fox Miller is president of the Nevada PTA, who's not yet pointing the finger at either side.
Does it make any difference that this was a substitute teacher involved?
I think it makes a difference in the training.
Her concern is not enough de-escalation training amongst educators for situations like this with educators that have only a handful of teaching experience. This just the most recent altercation caught on camera between adult and student on or near a CCSD campus.
This is not.
See now, do that justify it? Cause it looked like they was doing a stumping party on that teacher right there, man.
That looked like a teacher that was thumping a teacher.
The big kid. That's all I'm trying to say. So, do you let a 16-year-old kid as a substitute teacher run up on you and knock you out and start stumping on you like those kids was doing that teacher there? Is that where he stood at in that situation?
No, you don't do that, but you are older and more mature enough to not be confrontational at your workplace. You're supposed to whether you had training or not, you're supposed to be able to delegate and diffuse situations that you see are getting out of hand or out of control. By you fighting and going to the low as this kid, that's showing that you ain't proved nothing. This kid might be smarter than you because you fell for the bait, gotcha, and
now they got you.
And now they got you. You know it.
I said the same thing. Now you put in the situation where you gotta defend yourself. As an adult, like I say, some of these kids can be big as you, strong as you. If you're a high school teacher, you know what I'm saying. I feel like the N-word should have been more reported, or all right, man, whatever type of shit. But to actually come up into a square up with this kid, you know what I'm saying? You're all the way in the wrong. What my question to you, Maynard G, what do you do if you get that phone call saying come pick your kid up from jail and he was knocked out by his substitute teacher?
Well, what's my response when I get that phone call? My response would be Yeah, my response wouldn't be a completely positive one. I wouldn't be able to think in a positive way to respond to that. I wouldn't have no access to the teacher, of course, so I wouldn't be as angry as I should be until it's time for trial or something, and then and I get a good look at this guy and get to actually question him myself on why did he feel the need to fight or step on my kid. And even if it was a racial slur, I don't want to make it seem like one race is better than the other race, or one race can say one thing and the other race can't. But if somebody, put their hands on my kid for calling a white or a Mexican person a racial slur, I'm gonna call them the slur 16 times.
16.
And I'm gonna be like, what you gonna do to me? I'm saying it.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
and not only
Yeah. Because in our culture, automatically off the bat, in our culture, most likely you going up there to the school, you acting a fool. It's whatever at that point, because that's my child. You know what I'm saying? That's my child. You just knocked out and slapped about 3 or 4 times when he was on the ground. I don't know, was he trying to wake him up? But they said the kids was coming to break him up. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's not just the school problem. It's all of our problem. I think we all feel a little bit of failure from this.
Look at that. Look at that. That's when you're in the soft shoulders and it's going down, and you just got to get up out of that. You know what I'm saying? You just got to get up out of
that
there,
boy still
man.
at the soft shoulders. Them boys,
That's
trying
when
to get
you're in
out
the
the soft
real
shoulders.
thing. You're in the real thing, and the shit done got real, man. You know what I'm saying? Say, all I'm saying is I don't think them punches there was made for the kid. But what if he only know how to fight one way, man? And that was hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And it's substitute teachers. How did you treat a substitute teacher when he came in your classroom?
I never could even it was never a big, and now kids are so big.
What I'm saying is, did the
I don't know.
substitute teacher get the same respect? Did the substitute teacher get the same respect as your main teacher?
Of course not. He didn't know everything my main teacher knew, so he doesn't get the
What you
same
mean?
respect
He a
as mine.
teacher.
But he doesn't know. I don't know him personally, so I don't have the same rapport with him that I have with my normal teacher. So it's easier for me to disrespect him more,
But he's still an adult.
And I know I know the
when
little
you
nigga
leave
ain't around. I
home,
know the little nigga ain't around the campus calling. He ain't around the campus calling other students nigga, because there would have been a situation already,
well, that's the same
So
thing
something. So
the lady said when she was going over the story. She said if it didn't happen to the teacher, then it was definitely going to be another student there that it happened to.
yeah, but
That
it
student
just
would
so
have
happened.
got into a
It just
confrontation
so
with, or
Yeah, it
altercation.
just so happened to catch the teacher. It just so happened to catch the more mature person in the room, supposed to be,
Supposed
substitute or not.
allegedly.
Still substitute or
Yeah,
not, because you're still obligated to do a job and to conduct yourself as whatever ISD that you're a part of.
yeah, for
So,
sure, for sure.
because you're a
Sources
representation of
indicate
that.
that the student is recovering at a local hospital and that his proceedings will go through the juvenile court system rather than the adult system. That is why we are unable to report.
So the kid
He
did
healing
get
his
charged.
wounds in the hospital.
He in the hospital, but he going to jail, or he got arrested, as they would say, for racial slurs. You know what I'm saying, towards the teacher. So both people got some kind of consequences to their actions on there.
Yeah, but one should be a felony and one shouldn't be.
Of
You
course,
know.
if I'm the
Yeah.
parent, but I don't care what my kid just said.
I don't
Don't
care.
put
I
your
don't care
hands on my son.
because my
Don't put
kid
your
has
hands
freedom.
on my kid,
Yeah,
man.
he has freedom of speech regardless.
Yeah.
His identity as of now. Reporting from the Regional Justice Center, Ryan Matthey, 8 News Now.
Smith's family and his attorney declined to comment. He is due back in court
They
in
don't
1
want
month's
talk.
time on the condition he does not return to Valley High School or make contact with the involved student.
We are getting
He don't want to talk. At that point, do we realize at the point you fucked up, right? You
Mm-hmm.
fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
You fucked up. But yeah, man, that's what we was checking out, man. We was trying to see what exactly was in that teacher mind to actually make him say, I'm about to get this. I'm about to get this kid. He done posted up. He done called me the N-word. Man, fuck that. It's up. It's up. We turning up in here. We gonna post up in this hallway and we gonna throw them things. You know, that's what I'm trying to figure out, man.
I don't know. That's pretty interesting situation.
That's it there, man. That's it.
It might
You know.
reflect the school board there, like their educational system and what they're training and teaching their teachers and substitute teachers to do and how to act. There might be a
Yeah.
misconception somewhere in there because that's not, you can't maximize teaching or even substitute teaching behaving like that no
Okay.
matter what.
Okay. And that I got you in here, man. I appreciate you coming in, fucking with the chill live stream, man. Once again, man, it's Main RG, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in on them. Tell them where they can follow you and find you at Main RG.
Um, um, Main 832, Main Wild on Facebook, Instagram. Main 832. You can email me with instrumentals, beats, anything like that. Anything that y'all might want me to work on as far as a project. I have a new album coming out next month, and we'll just keep the door open for more opportunities and new things to
Okay.
come up.
Okay, so you taking that rap, you doing that rap thing, you taking that rap thing
Yes, sir.
serious, I can see. Yes,
We're
sir.
gonna see. We're gonna see how it goes.
Let's see how it go, man. You might as well get up in here, man. It's a lot of noise. It's a lot of attention around the Dallas, Fort Worth area, DFW, man. It's a lot of that thing. And why not jump in the mix, man? While the light is shining. You know what I'm saying? Some people miss those opportunities when their doors open. When their doors closed, it's kind of hard to get it back open. So that's why you got the Chill podcast, and that's why you got Main G there tapping into his music side of things, to give him the real deal, baby. You know what I'm saying? And that's all a big up and salute coming from your boy, Lil Mike, man. And that's for real.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Now I got you in here, and I know some things for surfing about Terrence Howard. What you know anything about that, man? What's up with that boy, man?
Oh yeah, I can kind of
What you know what's
show
up
you.
with that boy, man?
He was
Okay.
explaining Terrence Howard has awakened, if that's a good word to say. Um, he is let me see if I can get that video up. He's been in social medias and doing interviews, and he went to Oxford, the college, and talked about the straight line theory. He talked about mathematical infinite loops in math.
Uh-huh.
He talks about how we don't count money correctly, because when you say, one times one, that's a dollar times a dollar. What does that equal? Math would tell us it's a dollar. So yeah, he kind of
A dollar plus a
and that
dollar?
doesn't make a dollar times the one
Okay, I
times
got you.
one. So
I
yeah,
got you.
and so it's kind of yeah, and the infinite loop thing he was talking about with the calculator, square roots of a certain number, lower than 8 or something like that. He said the square root of a certain number he gave, and there's multiple examples of this where multiple answers will give you the same sequence of numbers in math.
Okay.
So he's explaining how there's a big misconception in the way that we calculate, the way that we do math, and the way that our ancestors, the people before us who laid this down for us, the way that they created it, how it could have been flawed in the first place. So he's going far from acting. So he's actually out here speaking on behalf of some pretty intelligent ideas Like I said, he has one theory about
Yeah, I think he froze up.
like I said, can you hear me now? I'm good.
Yeah, you good. You good.
Okay, yeah, because he has one theory about okay, I lost where I was at. He was at Oxford. He talked about the infinite loops. He
And
talked
you
about the
was
infinite loops. He talked about say it again.
and you were saying how he kind of stepped out of the zone of acting and kind of coming
Of
into
acting, he kind of jumped. Yeah. He
yeah.
kind of jumped out of that bag. And that's what I was. And he was explaining how, he was explaining how energy, how you know, how cells and how things don't actually die. Things don't actually die. They come back in different forms. Not necessarily that he believes in afterlife or another life or anything like
Or
that. But he was
reincarnation?
just
Is that what he's
and
talking
not
about?
yeah,
Reincarnation
not
or
not
what?
not not that he believes in that. That's what he was explaining. Not that he believes in that, but that's a proven fact that things don't actually die. You know, they just
Okay.
transfer into something else. They go into some, but the things don't actually die. So that's a proven fact. So he was going into how he thinks that he is well reincarnated, but he was explaining it like he was a skeptic of it. So, but basically how he reincarnated to now, he said he figured out the flower of life is what it's called. And the flower of life is in is something that's been around for 6,000 years, bro. It's been around for 6,000 years, and scientists and geniuses and everybody been trying to figure it out and break it down because inside of it is told to be secrets. So people from 4 or 5 thousand years ago has been trying to break this down and get into this literal thing. So he that's where he got the no straight lines from, because when you look at it, people it's in designs, it's everywhere. But when you look at it, people are and that's
Okay.
what he was kind of breaking. Right, he hasn't said anything wrong to me yet. He's kind of hitting things on the nail. And lately it's the rave because scholars and scientists and people have been going on behind him to try and disprove or the yay or nay his what he's saying. But it's the fact that this man was
So
just on Hustle and Flow, and now he's breaking down. Now he's
right, right.
breaking down science and the way that we do math and everything like that. He's saying that he is enlightened from a different time period in general. So it's
Okay.
kind of freaky. It's kind of weird, but
That's what I was
it
gonna
might
say.
be
So is he
good.
touching against like is he going with God or is he going to get with scientists? Is he what I'm saying? Because to say reincarnation to some beliefs or some religions, it's like nah, ain't no such thing as reincarnation because God, you die, you go to heaven, you go to hell, and I
And
have heard
if you think about it,
sayings.
a lot of scholars, a lot of medical, not medical, but a lot of what word was I trying to say? A lot of scholars, a lot of people in a
Scientists.
higher field of class, yeah, a higher field of class, they do not believe, they believe in a creator. They do not believe in the God that we believe in,
Okay.
or
So if you
the image of God that we have. They don't
so if you're
have
a
that. They
spiritual
have
person, you believe in the creator being God, and what he is saying is this is a little bit more in depth than that. It's a little bit more than that heaven and hell theory. That's what he saying or what?
not heaven and hell theory. It's more like of
The reason why I say
because
that because when what we taught
gotcha,
is if you die, you go into it's no
heaven
reincarnation,
and
no
hell.
coming back as a
Right,
lion.
right.
It's not no coming back as an ant or a plant or anything like that. It's you going whichever way that you lived your life. You know what I'm saying? You either going to heaven if you did a good job down here, or you going to hell if you did a bad job down here. And when I hear people speak like that, does it make sense?
I, yeah, I feel like the reason I said that they don't believe in it the way that we do is because it's
Uh-huh.
more like they don't. It's not a negative, you know.
Yeah.
That's kind of how
Gotcha.
it is. So hell and death and actual death and hell and that would be a negative. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
And
Gotcha.
in this creation that we were created in, it was built damn near perfect. If anything was a slight to the left, a slight to the right, we wouldn't have this. It wouldn't work like it does, you know. So everything is
Gotcha.
symmetrical. Everything is perfectly in shape and perfectly. So and I believe that too. I believe there was somebody who was like, "Hey," or a group of people that was like, "Yeah, we're gonna do this like this," and it was done. You get what I'm saying? So
Okay.
just like I can think that so easily and still know that I believe what I believe, I can think that so easily and people can go from there and believe that, whatever they want to believe, that
Yeah.
the rules
True.
here are don't abide. Can nobody actually reinterpret the rules because the rules are to, and a lot of people feel like the rules are the Bible was created, during slavery. It's a retelling of the ancient sea scrolls and and the Sumerian tablets. And so, you can always dive into things like that and dive farther into things before the Bible and things that told you,
Gotcha.
some of the stories that you got before you even got to the Bible. The Bible is an interpretation made by man. So my thing is, I've always felt like that. I always felt that if the Bible does not continue, then what kind of book is it?
And I think that's
If
some
it,
of the biggest arguments in religion right now to
right,
today.
right,
Is going off
right.
of the Old Testament into the New Testament, what goes against each other, who rewrote the Bible, where the Bible started from, and things like that. So my question to you
Right.
is Terrence Howard receiving any backlash from this here, or is people riding with him? How is that working out for Terrence Howard to come up with these theories and these opinions
A lot of
and
people. I heard Billy Carson.
this thing that he got going?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people riding with him. I heard people like Billy Carson,
Okay.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. I heard a couple of people react to what he had to say, and it's pretty positive. Like he's not saying anything wrong because like if you do think about the multiplication aspects of money, heck yeah, we're counting money wrong because if it's
Okay.
times one, that's supposed to mean some money. I mean that's just my interpretation of it. So yes, he was right about that. The math. The audience, if we can look that up. It's an Oxford University interview, and everybody that was in the audience
Okay.
is a part of it because he has everybody
You got something you can
participate in
pull
it
up
just to prove
or
his point. Yes, let me see.
okay. I ain't gonna pull up what we talking about Terrence Howard, man. But for now, hey y'all,
I
go
might have
hit
to
that
send it.
like
I might have to send
and
it to you. I'm on
subscribe
my
button.
phone.
Okay. Go hit that like and subscribe button because it is free to do. Y'all on the live stream. Chill, man. Himself, Lil Mike, man, and we got Maynard G up in here too, man. We just chopping it up. We just talking about it, man, and we talking about forward motion, man. We moving forward with all motion that we got going, and if the wheels is turning forward and the tires is aired up, man, it ain't nothing but a journey ahead of you that you gotta accomplish, man. And that's what we look forward to doing, man. And that's for real, nonetheless, and bringing you guys dope content, man. Like I say, we talking about the teacher that beat up the kid in the hallway for calling him nigga, and Terrence Howard's got him a theory. We done recapped on some of that Rambo and Maynard G music, man. We all the way in here locked in, man. And guess where we coming from? Right out the funky town, Texas, man. Right out the funky town, Texas. And that's real, you know. I ain't looking that up. We're gonna let's get into this right here. We're gonna give y'all some more of that. It's yours from Rambo and Maynard G. And that's a funky beat too, man. That's a funky beat, man. Like I say, the Rodecaster is on the way for all the sound effects to make it real and bring it entertainment like to you, man. You feel me? And y'all stay on there. There we go. I like that beat, man.
You're gonna like the next one even more. I'll have it to you by the end of the day tomorrow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We want to hear it, man. We want to hear it.
Yeah, man. You'll
That's
love it.
for sure. And we got Nick Carter in there. He say he actually made sense. He actually made sense turning us on a different frequency than us. He woke. So you get what I'm saying? So he,
Yeah.
I guess he
Yeah,
said
he
something. I
woke.
haven't checked it out myself, and I will go check it out, even if we can't pull it up. I will go
I
check
just
it
sent
out. I want y'all to go check it out. You sent it where?
I just sent it to you. I sent it to you on yeah.
Where you send it? Let me check my emails then. Okay. That black and mild by gone, so I'm gonna put that thing down. Let's see what's up. What old Terrence Howard? Because they saying he woke. Well, I want to see how woke he is. And it looked like he's on Billy Carson. Give me a second. Oh, Terrence, huh? Let's see. Okay. We're gonna pull it up right now. We're gonna pull it up right now. They say, whoa. How long is this joint? 14 minutes. Okay. Let's see what he got to
Obviously,
say.
Terrence Howard, he's had an awakening of some sort. So hats off to the brother for that. Because first of all, it takes a lot of courage to even come out in such a mass setting like that on a big stage on your own platform and then say, hey, this is why I'm doing this and this is why I'm stepping back. I think he made even a reference to the fact that, why my.
So he actually saying I'm stepping back from the acting in the movies and things like that.
I'm going to perform on stage for tips when I could be tapping into this unlimited source strategy, so to speak, is what he's really trying to say. And he dropped a lot of information in a very short period of time and may not have been able to exactly articulate specifically what everything he said meant.
I've made some discoveries in my own personal life with the science that Pythagoras was searching for. I was able to open up the flower of life properly and find the real wave conjugations that we've been looking for 10,000 years. Why would I continue, walking on water for tips when I've got an entire generation to teach a whole new world? Well, let me put it this way. All energy in the universe is expressed in motion. All motion is expressed in waves. All waves are curved. So where does the straight lines come from to make the platonic solids? There are no straight lines. So when I took the flower of life and opened it properly, I found a whole new wave conjugations that expose the in-between spaces. It's the thing that holds us all together.
Wondering how the universe really came to be. And I fell in love with this thing called...
Oh, so he diving real deep then, huh? I think he muted.
I have to get myself out of it.
Okay.
But yeah, he's definitely talking. He definitely got something to say.
I'm gonna let it play.
The flower of life. You guys know Da Vinci? Do you know what he spent most of his life trying to figure out? I want you guys to know about a 6,000-year-old secret. 6,000 years, mankind has been trying to decipher this one little thing called the flower of life. Now, this is one of the oldest symbols in human history, right? This symbol was found in the Temple of Osiris in Egypt, and it had been molecularly burned into the wall. And it's 6,000 years old. This same symbol has been found in the forbidden temples in China, sitting under the Fufu dogs. And the foot on it, the flower of life, saying whoever controlled that flower of life controlled the universe. There were secrets in that flower of life that Da Vinci spent his whole life trying to uncover. There were secrets in that flower of life that Newton spent his whole life in secret trying to uncover. The same secrets that Pythagoras was desperately trying to uncover. But the problem was they kept seeing this in a two-dimensional space. They couldn't get it out of this two-dimensional frame, and as a result, they got stuck in this plane, a flat plane. Now, what Da Vinci and all of them wanted to do, they were trying to find a way to bring this flower to life, because what is inside of it? Well, apparently, there were secrets inside of it. Shapes, they got the Merkaba and all of those other things out of it. But they were misled by something I think called a straight line. You guys believe in straight lines?
See the
You believe
straight
there's
line.
straight lines in the universe? Well, let me hit you with something. All energy in the universe is expressed in what? It's in motion. If something is still, there's no energy. Kinetic, right? All motion is expressed in what? You look at galaxies, are they expressed in straight lines? Expressed in vortices. All vortices are expressed in what? Waves. All waves are curved. Show me a straight line in nature. You show me where the platonic solids come from. Where do they have their foundations in our universe? Are there any straight lines? If you look at anything, there are no straight lines. That's been the mistake. We've been looking at these straight lines, this Euclidean way of thinking, and missing the curvature of nature. So here we are, back with the curvature of nature. And you have all these little pieces.
Because
now,
technically there's no straight lines in nature.
System. So compare some of these points, take a point here, and say, well, what's the space in between all of these things? Now, they've said that all the in-between spaces, if this is...
Okay, so you understand some of what he talking about there?
Yeah, he lost you. I said, yeah, he might have lost you. He was explaining how there were no straight lines in the universe.
Okay.
Nature doesn't allow straight lines. It wouldn't even work like that. So some of the shapes and things that we know today maybe anomalies, maybe things that, are not supposed to be.
Made up or out of place or what?
is the Earth, and this is the moon right here. All this in between space is filled with what? A void. There's nothing in the void. Well, I found that there is something in the void. Being able to define the entire electric field, plasmic field, and patent it, and the things that I discovered with that.
Hold on, man. Is he acting or what, man? What's going on here, man?
He making you listen.
Is that what that
He make you
is?
listen. He make you
Do we
listen
take him
right there.
Do we take him serious or what? What's up?
Yeah. But he talking some real serious shit, so I don't know.
Okay,
But I think it's just a statement piece, you know, just
we
to
gonna keep going then.
show people where he at
And the
in
whole wig thing kind of, you know what I'm saying, man. There's a fly around here that won't get out of here, boy. When I catch him, I'm get him. I think it's the lights. Yeah. Yeah, that kind of threw me off there, but we're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna keep it going with him for a second here, man. Let's go.
Prove that the platonic solids, which our entire infrastructure is built off, were only averages and approximations, and that all of the postulates and axioms they've built off of are erroneous. And being able to present that, but also being given the blessing of defining the magnetic field, the feminine side, and patenting those, the expansion or the unfolding of the universe, but then being given the opportunity.
Okay, so that explains the wig right there. You say no, bro. He did an interview right after the movie part, but he still had the shit on, so he was still in character. Then I thought he said he stopped the movies.
Okay.
You know, what was that, Nick Carter?
Oh well, he made a statement about why would he continue to do movies.
Nick. Hit that link in the chat, Nick. Bring you up in here, man.
Yeah, he made a statement about why would he continue to do movies. At the beginning of this video, he said the statement, and Billy Carson commented on it.
Got you.
So that interview could have been, but it might have been. Hold on.
Man. So the guy, Billy Carson, that's the guy that was talking before the interview. I mean, before it all jumped off.
Billy Carson is the ancient Egypt guy. You know, to me, he's the guy who will put you on if you want to know about, you know, our ancestors and where the biblical stories came from, and he's the one to go do like the footwork for you. You know, you don't have to do a lot of research and stuff.
Okay, so I need to tune in to him then. I
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie,
a lot of people.
Thank you for clearing that up in the chat, man. Cause I ain't know what was going on just then. I seen the background setting change up there with the green screen and the wig come out. I said, "Oh snap, man! What this guy doing?" You know what I'm saying? What's really going on? So let's see what's going on with him.
That sits between it, or the Constitution, which is the linchpin that mitigates between the micro, which is the electric world, and the macro, which is the magnetic world. And this works as a bridge, a common factor between. So having discovered and patented the grand unified field equation, and putting it into practice and building all of these new industries that have come from it, from transcendental lighting to tangential flight, to in supersymmetrical systems. I've patented.
And what I can say, man, this is a big star. This is a big celebrity, man. This is an A-lister right here that's actually putting himself out there on some stuff he believed that can possibly hinder his career, you know, or stop him in his tracks and in his mission of acting and his perfection in life. You know what I'm saying? So one thing for sure, one thing for sure, you had to, I guess, take him serious to even come out and, you know, be saying things like this or trying to put something together like this, or jumping on what some would call conspiracy theories. You know what I'm saying? So, I damn sure salute him for that.
4 supersymmetrical systems. And a supersymmetrical system is, it always aligns. That's how the universe behaves. And according to science, there are no supersymmetrical systems because the platonic solids have a thing called discrete symmetry. And for everybody out, the platonic solids were 5 polygons that are based upon straight lines and flat planes. And they're the tetrahedron, the hexahedron or the cube, the octahedron, the dodecahedron, and the icosahedron. Now, for millennia, since the days of Pythagoras and the days of Plato, these were the undisputed fundamentals of God, and they said that they pulled it out of the flower of life.
Well, referencing the flower of life, which, if you don't know what that is, anybody out there, it's a sacred geometrical figure, and it really goes back to as above, so below. If you're looking at, for example, just when you start off with the ovum with an egg, that's one sphere. And by the time you add 6 more interconnecting spheres, you now have a seed. You have a seed of life. Then, so it goes from a seed to a fruit to a flower. So it's really a progression of life. And at the base of everyone's spine are a group of cells that are in the form of the flower of life. And almost all organic, especially mammalian species, there's this flower of life cellular formation in the base of the spine. It's there from the time you're born and stays there until you die. But that's just a representation in a biological life form, because as above, so below. When you go into the next level, where we're talking about the ether of space-time itself, this is where he was kind of really getting deep with it. He discovered, when he unwrapped the flower of life, he discovered the energy grid, the grid that binds us all together. There is a grid that we're actually on. And when he's talking about the spheres, there are no straight lines. He's not saying that the platonic solids don't exist. Platonic solids are part of the holographic matrix. Behind all of that, the only thing that does exist are electromagnetic waves. That's all, and there are no straight lines. So behind the quantum holographic universe, behind that, there is nothing but electromagnetic waves, and those waves are propagating and being sent into this realm, into this dimension, carrying energy, frequency, vibration. And when they interact with conscious thought, that's when they collapse things into platonic solids, which then collapse things into what we get as an illusion of solidity, an illusion of locality, an illusion of space and differentiation, an illusion of perception. There's really only one true thing that doesn't exist outside of what we consider to be the third dimension, is consciousness. And so consciousness literally has divided itself into trillions and trillions of entities throughout this entire universe. And the method that it emanates from is through something called a vesica piscis. Now, the vesica piscis is actually part of the flower of life. So where you have the intersecting circles in the flower of life, that is every one of those intersections is a womb. So in every single plot unit in space-time, which is
cut the mic off.
I was trying to catch that picture he was just breaking down and explaining.
You want me to go back?
Yeah, go back just like 5 seconds where that picture popped up behind him while he was talking.
Okay, let's see what we got. Right there. Let's see how we can.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
We can hear you, Nick. Is he on camera?
Yeah, I'm on the porch right quick.
Okay.
Hold on, give me 1 second, bro.
Yo, I'm trying to bring you up in here on another layout.
I see him right there.
I can see you. So that picture, what is that? He saying something about conscious there, our conscious there.
Yes. He was saying how the circle of life, how we have an exact image of those 2 circles on at the top of our spines when You know, from the time we lived to the time we died. I was trying to get you to go forward just a little bit so he could assure that it looks like a flower, and that was the image that Terrence Howard is referring to in the
Okay.
first place.
From the life of flower. So is this circle of life where we put this to like the Lion King movie when Simba was born and it was the circle of life? Well, is that
No,
we in the same brand right there, right? Right?
No, it's the flower of life. It's not the circle of
flower
life could be
okay.
yeah. A circle
Well,
the
I
circle
heard
of
him
life
say
could be a circle inside of the flower.
All right, I'm gonna push play a little bit on it.
In the flower of life, that
then we're gonna get some input from Nick on it real quick.
Is every one of those intersections is a womb. So at every single plot unit in space-time, which is the smallest amount of distance you can measure, and time you can measure in space-time, all around us, all through us, and out and everywhere that that exists, is this flower of life. I mean, everywhere now.
Hey, I'm gonna jump back on in a minute.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is that what you was trying to elaborate on?
Yeah, no, I kind of got a little choppy right there. I was trying to get that the flower is a symbol. It's like it's a perfectly symmetrical symbol. So that's why he said it's so above and so below.
Okay. So you want to keep going through it?
Yeah, you can keep going back.
Let's play. Let's go.
Every single spot where the flower of life is located, there's also the intersections, and those intersections are the vesica piscis. Now, the vesica piscis emanates energy into the third dimension. Out of the vesica piscis is literally a womb, just like when you cut open a lemon.
My bad. What I seen there, they've been showing that type of stuff in cornfields for years, right? Those type of symbols and things
symbolisms,
like that, right?
Okay. And that could be from anything. Yeah, that could be a number of things. So yeah, we definitely see those in all types of pop culture.
Some say
in all
cut
types
it with
of
a
pop culture, we
lawnmower,
see that. Yeah.
or the aliens did it, but it's okay. Okay.
Cut open an orange, cut open a grapefruit. Obviously, a human being is born through a womb. Life primarily comes through wombs, and this is why even in the biblical text, they reference the matrix. The matrix means the womb. So it's mentioned, I think, 5 or 6 times in the modern day Bible itself, which is copied from more ancient texts. But the name, the Matrix, for the movie didn't come from somebody's brain. They just made it all sound. We'll make it the Matrix. No, the term the Matrix actually comes from the Bible. And what it says is that in order for a man to be born, he must exit the matrix, and that he must come out of the womb. In order for any life forms to form in this third dimension, it must come through the womb. And this energetic grid that's created by this sacred geometrical fitting called the flower of life literally connects every single one of us. We are all literally sitting on this grid. It's this invisible grid that we're on. This is why quantum entanglement works. It's because we're all in that same energetic grid that is created by this flower of life. So, if I take 2 particles or even 2 photons, and I utilize a laser to do something called parabolic down conversion and get them on the same frequency, I can take one of those particles to the other end of the universe, and I could change the information on the one that's local to me, and the other one of the other end of the universe will change instantaneously, bypassing the speed of light. How is that possible? It's because we're on this flower of life matrix grid, and everything literally is connected, and distance is even an illusion. So we are really living in a fractal holographic universe, and what he was trying to say is that the projection from this flower of life creates this illusion that we're operating and living in, and it doesn't mean that we're not real, but what it means is the mechanism used to create this third dimensional illusion comes and emanates, the energy emanates through that flower of life from the vesica piscis into this dimension, and along with then consciousness intervention helps slow down the frequency and vibration of the electromagnetic waves, which then give us the illusion that things are solid, things have matter, things have substance, things have distance, locality, and everything else. So it's really amazing.
You're breaking that down. This is
theoretically I don't call it an experiment, but it's almost like we're living inside of a platform and then say, hey.
Oh, that's crazy.
I was saying that he's kind of breaking that down because distance is theoretically not a thing. He's saying the things that we interact with, that we come into contact with, are not actual. It's not real. It can be not real. That's kind of what he's saying. Like this could all be, we could be projections. That's an argument that he made before. We could all be just projections of somebody else, of something else, of another universe or another thing that's doing exactly what we're doing, but we're just the reflections of it, you know? So I mean, that kind of like break down how minuscule, you know,
Okay, that's deep.
the
That's
humans,
deep.
yeah,
That's deep
like how
because I want
minuscule
to
we could
know
possibly be.
how many times of life you go through and you walking around, bro, and you think somebody's watching you. You get what I'm saying? There's nobody
Right,
around. There's nothing.
right.
So picture, imagine walking down that dark street at night, man. You younger, you going to the house, you coming across town, you just got out of something juicy. You know what I'm saying? But that street dark
Yeah.
and things, everything. But you just feel some kind of presence, some kind of, like if it's a movie or when you doing certain things in life, it's like, man, is somebody viewing me? Is somebody controlling this? Is this
Right.
really real? You know what I'm saying? So
And
that's
that's a
that's
possibility.
interesting.
That's a possibility. Billy Carson also talks about, the 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D, dimensional beings and what they could be possible and capable of doing. Like we look at 2D, 1D, and we see them, and it's just like the sheet of paper. You look at the stick man on the sheet of paper. It's not like we can go into the sheet of paper and react with him or, fight him, slap box him or nothing like that. We can't do that yet or whatever, but
Uh-huh.
we could erase him. We could erase his leg. We could draw a sword going through his body. We could, we have all types of control over the stick
Mm-hmm.
man like that. So to the stick man, we're
Yep.
other dimensional creatures that impacts his life. You know,
Okay.
that
Okay.
does something to shape and control his life. So imagine how far away we are from the stick man that we drew on a piece of paper. The stick man we drew on a piece of paper, how far away
Right.
we are from him, because we're totally far. He doesn't even think on his own. So we're
Okay.
totally far away from him. Imagine the 4D creatures, because we're the 3Ds. So it's like we're the
Mm.
teenagers. We're the middle schoolers. Imagine the high schoolers. Imagine the ones who in 4D. Imagine the 5-dimensional creatures that could actually go through dimensions and manipulate, and
Mm-hmm.
they wouldn't even have to. Wouldn't be no need for time machines. It wouldn't be no need because all, like he was just saying, all of that is an illusion anyway.
Yeah.
When they see us in a linear fashion. They see before us and after us, all at one
Got you.
time. What we're doing, what we want, what we did before we was here, what happened after we left. They seeing all that in the same time. It's like a slideshow, to them.
Got you.
So
Got you.
that was
So do
fire to
that
think
play
about.
into
Like,
the do they play into the belief with God and the creation there, or is that something that they're saying God created, God control all these methods and things like this that these guys are
I feel
explaining,
like I
right?
feel like I feel like our creator, the one who created these dimensions, and because all of this is just a structure. All of this is just a one big elaborate thing. So I feel like
Okay.
the creator who created this created beings stronger than us. And anything alien, anything alien, especially a long time ago when we were primitive, were more primitive than now. Anything would, because back then you can't go back and tell me or convince me that back then we weren't as smart or smarter than we are now as a
Got you.
whole race. I mean, as a whole species. So that being said, I feel like the creator created things that were better than us. I feel like we
Got
were
you.
just a step of creation. It was like um um a like different levels. So I started with one. One was okay, it came out of start with two. Two is okay, it came out. So and all of these things come together because they have to work properly. It's like we're overlapping each other dimension
Mm.
wise. And like I said,
Mm.
the way we look at 2D structures and things and We can manipulate things. It's probably the same way with 4D and even 5D, you know, beings or entities or whatever you call them. And we and over time we just look at them as gods or as a singular God, you know, when the creator is even above that, you know.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Deep.
That's right. The link is in the chat, man. If y'all want to jump in the chat, it's definitely right there, streamyard.com, and it got the link. Just go up into the chat down there, and you can click that link with the HCPP. It's on there and stuff. But yeah, man, that's interesting, man, to know Terrence Howard, you know, I guess what he's saying, he done figured it out a little bit, and you know, why keep going with the movies and the acting and all the make believe when he done discovered the real. So I kind of get his standpoint there, man. I kind of get his point of view, man. I'm not gonna lie to you on that one. I got one more thing I wanted to check out, man. I really wanted to do that and also do this sports a little bit on the Mavericks. Of course, you know the Mavericks lost last night.
Did they really?
Yeah, in game 4. So, but I'm gonna touch on that in a minute. Hopefully, we can get a you know, somebody in here that know what they talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I'm with it. I'm definitely with it. But this is one thing I wanted to highlight, man. I'm gonna share this screen with you again. Remember, we new to this, but we true to this, and we gonna get it all together, man, in 1 second. All right, so right here, bro. This is something big, man. Real big for the West Coast, man. Right here, it's your Back on Feed podcast, man. It's a West Coast podcast, man. These guys been lit. I've been checking them out for a long time, and the guys you see in the screen, man. You got T-Rail, which is the guy in the middle. He used to be the manager for Tiger, the artist Tiger from Young Money. You know, I know you know about Tiger, right?
I was just talking about Tiger yesterday.
Okay, so that's his manager there. The guy on the, I don't know how we put it, the left side of us, the right side of him, will be Smack. S-Smack. S-Smack is I think he's Schoolboy Q brother. The artist Schoolboy Q brother. And the guy to the left side of T-Rail, that'll be Brick Baby. Brick Baby is a good friend, was a friend of the great Nipsey Hussle that passed away. So these guys sit down and talk, and the odd part about these guys sitting down on the same podcast is that they are from different neighborhoods. They are from rival neighborhoods, from a major wars and feuds that have been going on for years. I think past the time any one of us was born, you know. So what they doing is what you would call a forbidden in their culture and that gang world. You get what I'm saying? In Texas down here, Hoovers and rolling 60s, 40s, 30s, whatever, you know, if you crip, you crip. You get what I'm saying? In LA, they politic way different from that. It's a lot of crip on crip beef. It's a lot of things like that take place that don't allow these guys to even be able to sit in the same room together. And then when they sitting in the same room together, can also cause conflict and drama to their personal life when they go home, man. So I seen this interview the other day, man, and I want to applaud and big salute these guys from being able. Of course, T-Rail and Smack, they from Hoover, and Brick Baby is from Rolling 60s. And if you know anything about that, that don't mix. That Kool-Aid don't mix at all, man, at all. You know what I'm saying? And Brick Baby came from the platform that T-Rail and them was formerly on, which was No Jumper, and they kind of created their own lane, got out of there, and Brick Baby is over there with No Jumper now, doing his thing over there with No Jumper. it stays with a lot of controversies that goes in between these two major platforms and things like that. So to see this happen with Brick Baby coming sitting down with Smack is known from doing some of your craziest shit, making some of your craziest comments. Man, he got a real big personality, man. I love this guy personality. My opinion, I think he make that show what it is, not taking anything away from nobody else that's on that show. I think he make that show is exactly what it is, man. And I want to give a big shout out to them guys for even making that happen, man. I can't play none of their content on here because they strict about that. But what we can do is, you know, review some of the things that they was going over, and just the whole outlook and the whole good look of when you able to sit down and make that happen. I think they realized, and I know they realized, what the world don't realize is that just doing this, just sitting down with each other, man, it brings a different light on the West Coast that artists and out of towners done strayed away from over the last couple of years, man, because you hear about the PNB Rock guy getting killed. You hear about rappers getting robbed for their chain. It's another guy I'm missing, man. He's from New York also. Man, I can't think of his name right now, man. He got killed in a home invasion, which allegedly was done by the Who's. Man, it's deemed a safe, not unsafe place. So I think for years these guys been targeting rappers that come into town doing shows in LA and tours that come in there, and you flash and you end up going to the hood or being in the wrong spot in the Waffle House like PNB Rock was. He was in Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle. I'm gonna correct that. And it's a very very dangerous line to play when you're traveling out there, man. And I think these guys here is trying to fix that narrative for artists to come to the West Coast and feel safe and feel like, hey man, it ain't all about gangbanging. And not more than that, I think they trying to gather their state up to say, hey man, if we want to be Atlanta, if we want to be a Texas in this industry, if we want to be that, we can't continue to be with one another. We can't continue to fire shots at one another. We have to be able to sit down in the same room, in the same atmosphere, and get money without the extra politics, you know. So what you see here, man, this is major. This is major. And you ain't the right person that's doing this, man. This can mean a lot when it comes to the streets, you know, because you always got that homie in the streets where it's like, man, fuck them from the other side, man. I think he need a DP. We ain't going out like that. We ain't doing that. We ain't fucking with them niggas over there. You know, wrong mentality. Some to say, who's to tell you how to feel about losing a loved one? No one can. But what I can say is stupidity is stupidity. Growth is growth. If you stay in the same spot, you don't grow. You don't go nowhere. You don't expand. So to pull moves, to have moves like this, we don't have to be the closest friends. But long as we understand the mission at hand and able to come back and get it and bring it home back to our family, which is the most important thing to do, you gotta be able to do this. Because for a long time, when you're looking out, it's only one thing that you respected from coming from California is gangbanging. So if you're not on gangbanging, then you looked at like an idiot from the rest of the world. You see what I'm saying? And if you on gangbanging to a Cali guy, you don't fit in with theirs because you're not from the land. So where it makes sense at. So with this whole look that they doing, I think it's a big plus, especially for the West Coast, man. Of them three guys sitting down together and having a good show and a good conversation, man. Without, you don't see any tension in the room. Guys laughing, they smoking cigarettes, they having a good time, man, because these are leaders. These are guys that's trying to show you how to operate, how to move different. They actually trying to turn the tide in they hoods, man. They trying to turn all of that shit down. Will they be the ones that make it stop? No. But I'm like, Pac, man, somewhere or another, when you set that example, it'll spark the mind that'll change the world. You see what I'm saying? And on they sense of it, you know what I'm saying? It should spark minds that want to change they LA gang banging culture, man. And you can't ask for nothing more than that, man. You can't ask, because the politics on gang banging in the West Coast is way different. I don't care where you from, what you doing. Every city got real niggas. Every city gonna get down for what they claim, what they bang. And I'm not saying none of that. But the way that these guys do it in the military set in mindset, man, is totally different from the rest of the world. These guys is real deal gangbang. So to see that and know that it could be something behind that, but still say, man, check it out. We do it in the jails. We do it behind the scenes all the time. My cousin is your cousin. We practically grew up together. What we gonna keep this going for, man? What we gonna keep this going for? We gonna sit down. You see a lot of OGs coming out from the West Coast. They on the same platform. They talking about they on there with neighborhoods and hoovers and gangsters, and I tune into the CHEAAA podcast all the time, live stream all the time, and he came up off of interviewing OGs from every neighborhood. And at some point in time, you've seen these OGs from different neighborhoods stand on the same platform, talk, tell their stories. Yeah, like I say, it's always going to be somebody that don't agree. But when you can come together and agree as a positive, for the positive, man, I'm all with that. And that's your boy, Chill. And I'm telling you that, man. Hey, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, man. We might get into some sports next time, man. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all coming in, messing with your boy, man, viewing your boy. Don't forget, hey, we will be coming and dropping more and more content. Go check that wine tasting video out. I got some barbecuing videos coming up, man. We got vlogs coming up, man. We going around Fort Worth, trying out different restaurants, man, trying to get the good eats. That's where you're out of towners, when y'all come into our city, y'all know where to eat at, man. And like I say, man, we got some names, some interviews we're gonna be doing here. We getting it all set up, man, just to make it happen for you, for the people, man. And I appreciate it, everybody that's coming through, tuning in to your boy. You know what I'm saying? Until next time, y'all already know what time it is, and y'all already know the saying. Chill.